this letter right now. In any case, whoever you are, wherever you may be, I want you to know I'm sorry. When you tried out for the football team, you weren't really that bad. Sure, you were a little overweight and had some problems out on the field, but every freshman does. You could have been great, but for whatever reason or another, you told the coaches you no longer wanted to play. I don't know why you did it, but it was your choice. I was fine with it, but for some reason, other people weren't. It started out as just a minor inside joke. You weren't tough enough to make it with the team. It was too hard for you. Stupid crap like that. People would bring it up to you, and you just laugh it off. It seemed like you were okay with it, so everyone continued. Occasionally, you would try to change the subject, and I could almost tell that it bothered you. But I was never the one saying anything, so I didn't pay much attention. As the year went on, the jokes got meaner, but you still did a great job of playing it off. However, one day, it all changed. It was after school. We were coming in from practice on a day where the coaches had been pretty hard on us. You were there in the hallway. I'm guessing a teacher had you stay after for some reason. I don't really know why. But some people thought it would be funny to start insulting you. A couple of my teammates actually grabbed you and dragged you into the locker room. They started pushing you around, nothing to actually hurt. It just felt like joking until someone said, "Why is he here? He's gay." Instantly, the tone of the room shifted. People started saying horrible things. One guy even threw his helmet near you. You looked up at me, knowing that I could stop it by saying something, but I didn't. You were one person. You had an entire team against you. I guess it was easier for me not to put my neck out on the line. I have to hand it to you, though. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who saw you with the tears on your face as you ran out of the room. You started keeping your distance from the football friends you once had. In fact, you completely avoided them. I saw you turn away from the other guys in the hallway whenever you passed, and your eyes were always filled with fear. Except for one day in the middle of class, I had just left to go to the restroom, and you were out in the hall. I tried to say hi, but you didn't respond. You just looked at me. I could tell you had no fear, though. Only shame. You transferred out of the district at first quarter, and I never saw you again. Everyone said it was because your dad got a new job in a different town, but I'm sure it was because of us on the football team. I know you'll never see this letter, but I want you to know that I'm sorry. I had the power to stop the torture you faced on a daily basis, and I did nothing. In a way, I was more of a coward than you. You tried to face your demons. I just hid from mine, rather than confronting them. I sincerely wish that you would never have to go through what you did, and that I hadn't made the problem worse from staying silent. But I also want you to know, you taught me a lesson. When it comes to things like this, silence is never the answer. I am no longer afraid of standing up for those who don't seem to have a voice. For the students I see every day, hear the jokes about, but never stop to think about what life might be like for them. My inaction helped no one. It's time to stop being satisfied with the status quo and to start making a difference when I'm not under the Friday night lights. It's time to be a Cardinal.
This is the story of a child thrust into the wild, only to be riled and defiled and to be considered vile, yet they still smile. The smiles of roaming hyenas searching for snipe spots amidst the arenas, taking pot shots, thinking they were so hot, hiding in the crowd that was too proud to see that the thing in their scopes had a human voice, drowned out by the noise of blame and fame and rage and hate as long as they smiled. This nightmare was all the kid knew, the climate of a world so cool called school, surrounded by insults, exclusions, and physical abuse. To condone this behavior, they'd make any excuse. A student body held under mob mentality, denying a soul the basic right to be free as long as they smiled. This invisible prison gave no hope for escape. No one came to save him, no man in a cape. He called for help to realize that no one was there. Even the teachers all around didn't seem to care, but they smiled. No one stopped to think about the effect that they caused. In their eyes, there was nothing that should have made them pause. No sympathy or compassion to make them swallow their pride. No thoughts to the kid's pent-up feelings inside. No one saw when the kid went to bed and he cried that deep down a part of his soul had died. When alone, no one saw the journeys of his mind, and sometimes he'd even contemplate suicide. And he never smiled. Years passed, and things seemed to get better, but still this life wasn't all sunny weather. Classmates matured, and the kid made some friends, but the scar on his soul never fully mends. Life was a struggle with the dawn of each day, constantly fighting to keep his demons at bay, but eventually he was able to make his way up on this stage with something important to say. I feel like this school is in desperate need of a new kind of motto, a powerful creed. We can be the next Egypt and overthrow a regime. From this day forward, it is no longer a dream. LHS will be the place where bullying meets guillotine because this reign of terror is over. So if you are sitting out there wanting to inflict pain on others to cover your insecurities or for personal gain, if you hide from yourself and find popularity with your acid tongue and fluent vulgarity, if you thrive on misery, loathing, and fear, what I am about to say, I hope you hear. Stop! Take a long, hard look at how you've been acting in all these lives that you've been negatively impacting, because we are no longer afraid to call you out in the hate coming from your mouth. And if you are sitting out there thinking nobody cares about the struggles and pain that your soul bears, if you feel like you have no friends in this school until someone needs to use you like a tool, if you don't give yourself the respect you deserve, and if you have ever thought about hurting yourself, stop! Whoever you are, I want you to know that you are not alone. Fear and self-hate are things that I, too, have known. I've seriously considered giving up my life, staring down my reflection in the blade of a knife. If that's where you are, right where I once was, pick yourself up off the floor because you are worth it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This pain and this fear you no longer have to disguise, because this school now cares and I do too. Whatever you need, we will do it, because it is not too late for you to be no longer afraid to walk through those doors and take back the life that is rightfully yours. And to everyone, even if you don't feel like this applies, you are where the solution to this problem lies. This is the day of no longer afraid. This will be a place where respect is displayed. A student body united must take up this fight, making the choice to stand up for what's right. No one should feel unwelcome or threatened. Only together can we achieve this end. Today I challenge you to be no longer afraid. No longer afraid to respect, interject, protect, and elect to stop hate. Because there are two F words. One rhymes with truck, the other with tag, and both are completely unacceptable. This is a school of equal opportunity, no matter what race, religion, or sexual identity, intelligence quotient, or athletic ability. It's time to stop asking, what if they make fun of me, and change that to, what if that was me? Together we can end this absolute insanity by recognizing that we all share a common humanity.
No longer afraid to be me.
I am.
No longer afraid
To be a friend. I am.
no longer afraid
To stand up for someone.
I am
no longer afraid
to stand out.
I am
no longer afraid
to stop hate.
I am
no longer afraid
to understand, not judge.
Today at lunch, there will be a sign in the comments saying no longer afraid. If you are truly no longer afraid, get up, step out of the crowd, and go write whatever it is that you are no longer afraid of. Because today, we stop the hate.